Yo, what's up everyone? My name is Andrew Warren, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about a recent purchase that I made with Tesla stock. So as you can see from the title, I recently just spent $8,000 on Tesla stock today. And in this video, I'll be breaking down this purchase in terms of my logic and my reasoning as to why I purchased it to begin with. And then also I'll show the receipt for the time that I purchased it at, what share price I bought it at, and how many shares I bought it at, and the share price that I bought it at compared to where it's at currently. So a lot of things to talk about today, but in general, this is just another video where I want to have transparency and I want to let you all know when I'm buying Tesla stock. Obviously, anything that I say or have said in this video is not to be considered financial advice. This is just me simply sharing my logic and reasoning. But before we get into this, please make sure to smash that like button if you enjoy the Tesla videos. It really does help me out. But let's just go ahead and check out the current share price and the movement for today. So we're currently at a value of $436.25 per Tesla share right now. And in the normal market hours, we got a plus 0.17% gain, which is just plus 70 cents added onto the share price. And then in the after hours, we had a much more notable movement at plus 3.22%, which was plus $13.61. So as you can see from the chart right here, it started off in the red today, surprisingly, in the pre-market. Then once we got into the normal market hours, it went upwards a little bit, and then by midday it started to go downwards again, and then finally once after hours started, it started to surge up again. So a lot of volatility here and there today, a little bit of over and under on that baseline, but not too much. It could have been a lot more volatile, and I have to admit I was very curious to see where the stock would move today, especially considering that it was on the Q3 earnings report release and what would happen after that release, even just comparing the movements with the after hours and the normal market hours. So as you can see, there was a pretty big difference between the first part of the day and the second part of the day with after hours and the normal hours. Both of them were a little bit volatile, but especially in after hours. I think the spike at 4:10 p.m., I don't know the exact time frames when they actually released all the information and then when they had the Q3 earnings report conference call, but I believe, I'm just making assumptions based off of this chart and just knowing that it was in the after hours, I believe this spike at the end of the day at 4:10 p.m. was probably around the time of when that Q3 earnings report was released and when it was announced that they beat expectations. And then I'm assuming we got a little bit of a dip with that afterwards, and then it started to go up once again as the excitement started to grow around this conference call with Elon Musk talking a little bit and answering some questions. But overall, like I said, they beat expectations today. But I just wanted to show this chart just to add a little bit of context to my purchase, because as we know, there was a wide range in the share value today. So anyways, with all of that being said, let's just go ahead and check out this purchase. So for this receipt today, it says a market buy 7 hours ago of $8,000, which equals 18.28785 shares at a share value of $437.45. And so this was filled at 5:19 p.m. So in the after hours today, this was kind of my plan even from the beginning with yesterday, even when I was talking about how I would be buying Tesla stock sometime today. My plan was to purchase it in the after hours. And my reasoning for that is just because I kind of wanted to see where the market would be going towards the end of the day and just judging what the normal market hours were looking like compared to how the start of the after hours were looking like. And so my original plan was to wait until after the conference call to buy Tesla stock. But as you can see right here, I ended up buying at 5:19 p.m. And so as you can see right here, I did buy at one of the higher points of the day. So that was just simply unfortunate with the time that I purchased, but you can't always be optimized on the perfect time to buy. That's why I'm a dollar cost average person anyways, because you really don't have to worry about those things when you just tell yourself, okay, whenever I have cash, I'm going to buy this stock. So it's really not that big of a deal, because in the long term, I still think I'm going to make a lot of money on this purchase. But like I said, my original plan had been to purchase this after the conference call, because I have to admit, with this purchase today, I was honestly hoping for a red day. So I was honestly hoping that it would be good news, and I was expecting good news in terms of them beating expectations. However, I was low-key hoping that there would just be investors that just didn't understand it and that it would actually go in the red in the after hours. So I was basically just hoping that it would be in the red today so I could get a really good discount with this $8,000 purchase, because I knew I would be throwing in a pretty big sum of money. But regardless, I'm still happy either way. I've got my position now, so I'm still satisfied. But as I said, I was at least just hoping a little bit. There was a little bit of hope there for it to be a red day for Tesla, or at least a significant drop in the after hours $100 for me to take advantage of that. But I ended up buying either before the conference call or actually like sometime midway through it, I guess. And then also, just for those that are curious, here are just a few more purchases that I made before today. So we have $335, $100, $1,000, $225, $855, $415, $100, $23.70. So as you can see from this transaction history, I have been buying Tesla stock heavily recently, and that's a pretty solid transition over to my justification. So why am I making all of these purchases? So first off, the elephant in the room is that a lot of us know that Tesla stock, in terms of what it's actually worth in the market right now, in its current share value and its market cap, there's a notable gap between what it's worth currently and what it's valued at currently. So my point here with this is that I understand, many of the people that watch my channel understand, and just a lot of other Tesla investors in general understand that they're paying a premium for the share price right now, or even over these last couple of months or so, people realize that. But the point of this is that it's a long-term investment. For most of the people that are buying Tesla stock at this point in time, they're thinking about many years into the future. They're at least thinking 5 to 10 years. And for many of them, they're thinking their whole lifetime. Some of them want to pass down their shares to their children. And so even as some people, Tesla is pretty much an intergenerational stock. And we've even had people like Jeremy from Financial Education saying that he's married to his Tesla stock. And I feel like that's just such a good statement, because it feels like nothing can separate me from my Tesla stock right now. No matter if we go through a rough patch or not, I'm still going to be sticking with my Tesla stock. And as I stated in previous videos, I've even talked about how I may stop buying as much Tesla stock over the next couple of months just to make sure I have my tax payment paid off with no issue. And the only reason that I've talked about not buying Tesla stock over the short term, over just these next couple of months, the main reason that I likely won't be buying as much has nothing to do with Tesla stock itself. It has nothing to do with a change in my perspective on the company. It's all to do with the fact that I want to make sure that I have my tax payment paid and that I don't have to take that last resort option of selling my Tesla stock to be able to pay for that. So basically, over these next couple of months, the only reason that I won't be buying as much Tesla stock as usual is just because I want to make sure that I don't have to sell any of the Tesla stock that I have currently. So it's mainly just to preserve the stock that I already own, because I see such a huge opportunity with growth out of this company over the next couple of years and in the long term. So really, that's the only reason why I won't be buying as much Tesla stock over these next couple of months, and that is simply just because I see such a huge opportunity with this company that I don't want to have to sell any of my Tesla stock to pay off this tax payment. So that's another thing in itself. But to just address the main reasons as to why I'm still continuing to buy this stock, even though I realize that it's at a premium, like I said, this is a long-term investment, but I see a lot of advantages with this company in their technology, in their rate of innovation, in their goals of disruption. And so that innovation includes not only just their manufacturing, but the core 3 aspects of their vehicle business as well, and also even their energy business when we're talking about batteries. But those core 3 aspects are battery technology, software, and autonomy capability. So my prediction is that Tesla becomes the first to master autonomy. And when I say master autonomy, I just mean where it's much safer than your typical human driver, and that it abides by regulations and qualifies for that, and also is a general solution and not like a specific solution, as in like what Waymo is doing right now, where it only works on certain maps in these certain conditions. I'm talking about autonomy that can work in any condition, and autonomy technology that can be effective and work on a brand new road that it has never driven on before. So to me, that's what actually describes true autonomy, is when it can drive on its own completely fine on new territory or new roads that it's never seen before. So as I said, I'm more focused on the generalized approach, which is like what we use with our eyes. We have cameras in the Teslas. So if we can drive fine with just 2 eyes, then Tesla can obviously drive even better with more eyes than that, which are the cameras. So I think autonomy is going to be a huge market, as I mentioned, with those 3 major advantages that Tesla has. That's another crucial aspect of Tesla's advantage over their competition. I mean, even the most recent announcement of the Hummer EV, if you really look at those statistics, and I have to say, for the aesthetics of the Hummer EV, they look pretty dope. But when we start to actually break down all of these major statistics that matter in terms of value and how much you're paying for and the value that you're getting out of that purchase, you get a lot more out of the Tesla Cybertruck than the Hummer EV. So there's going to be some major differences in terms of aesthetics and preference, but if we really start to look at the key things that matter in terms of like battery capacity, mileage per charge, and also just the cost, we have the first one I think coming out like late 2021, and it's going to be $113,000 with a 350 plus mileage range. And so if we compare that to the Tesla model, the tri-motor Cybertruck, that is $70,000 with a 500 plus mile range, then we're talking about a huge difference in these characteristics of both vehicles. So I think you're getting a lot more value out of the Tesla Cybertruck. And keep in mind that I think the cheapest Hummer EV is going to have 250 miles of range, and it's going to be like $80,000, and I think it's supposed to come out in 2024. So just keep in mind, to have that actually be affordable, it's 4 years into the future, and the mileage capacity is much, much less than even current Tesla models right now. So I think that's important to take into consideration, and I think the comparison between the Tesla Cybertruck details and this new Hummer EV kind of show what huge advantages Tesla has in technology, in manufacturing, in terms of just simply making it cheaper for them to produce and cheaper for the customers, and also in just those core details like we discussed, like the software, the battery technology, autonomy technology. So I just wanted to bring that up because I think that's a really good example showcasing the advantages that Tesla has even currently. But as I said, those three core factors are going to be huge, and Elon Musk has even stated that manufacturing is going to be their long-term primary advantage. He stated that they want to become the best manufacturers in the world, which would be an absolutely huge accomplishment, and then also a major core aspect of Tesla in the future, and especially as we get further and further into this timeline, is their energy side of their business. So we're talking about solar roofs, solar panels, Powerwall, large-scale mega packs, power packs, and all of these battery energy storage systems. And I'm expecting this to be a much bigger business in the future as many companies start to try to reduce their emissions and also just have more of a focus on renewable energy. So I think this is definitely something to pay attention to as well. Even Chamath Palihapitiya, a billionaire businessman and investor, has stated that this is one of the major assets and one of the major characteristics that's going to drive Tesla in the future in terms of growth and lots of revenue. So anyways, please make sure to smash that like button. I just wanted to share some of my general investing perspective and also just discuss some of the reasoning why I'm buying Tesla stock right now, including all of the details and the receipts and stuff like that. So anyways, please make sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed the video, and also feel free to check out Robinhood and Webull in the description below. If you sign up with my referral link, you'll get some free stocks, and especially with Webull right now, you can get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,600, and to get that, all you have to do is sign up with my referral link and deposit $100 into your account. So it's basically just nice passive income with a minimal effort, and you can take that $100 right back out. So it's basically just free money, but I just wanted to let y'all know about that. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week.